One question we get asked pretty frequently is, can I use my document camera from RecordX, my SimplicityCam, to demonstrate things on my tablet device? So here I've got an iPad and a Kindle Fire, and I'm going to show you how you can do that, and also some suggestions for how to overcome some of the more common problems you may encounter while doing so. So I'm going to move this one out of the way. So I've got my iPad here, and you can see there's this big glare area down here which just washes the screen out. That's going to be the problem you encounter most often if you're trying to use a tablet or a phone under a camera. The lights above my desk are coming down and bouncing straight back up and reflecting the lens of the camera, causing that nasty glare. Well, there's a couple things you can do. One, you can try moving the pad to somewhere else on the desk. Like if I move it up here, all the glare is gone because that gets it out from being directly beneath the lights above my desk. In your case, that may not be possible because your camera may be in a part of the room where there's just a ton of glare all the time, lots of overhead lights. So here's something you can try. So I've got my pad here. I'm going to place it down here so the glare is really bad again. And what you can experiment with is seeing if tilting it one way or another gets rid of the glare. So here, if I tip it that way, the glare goes away. So I'm going to take this DVD case or a small book or a stack of post-it notes or something and place it under the camera like this. The pad, and put the pad back down, and I can see because there's a little bit of a tilt to the pad, the glare is gone. You've got the issue though now when I tip my tablet up to place that under it, it rotated. I can just fix that using the rotate on my camera software. So there we go. Now that you're there, you can also zoom in and reposition this in the middle like so. Okay, there's one more problem here, which is I've got kind of a washed out a little bit in the middle of the screen because it's a little too bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under settings and I'm going to turn the brightness of my pad down. When I do that, it helps the camera not be flooded with so much backlight. Now you can see I can see all those icons much better than I could before. So now I can go over, I'll open up my Kindle app, and there you can see I've got a science notebook, science chemistry book there, and I can demonstrate under the camera using that. If you've got fairly small text, you can always zoom in a little more so that folks can read it. There's one final tip I'm going to give you, which is if you are just unable to find any way, even with the tilt, to get rid of the overhead glare, one other option that you have is if you've got a cover like I do, that or some variation of it that lets you put the pad at an kind of sitting up. Go ahead and sit it up and kind of scoot it all the way back so it's resting against the camera's vertical part, and then bring the camera head down until you've got the pad in view. And then you would need to rotate the image again. But there you've got a pretty good view. There's some glare coming off the back side of my office shining in. This is not my favorite way to use it, but sometimes it's the best way depending on how the lighting is in your room. Alright, hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you for watching, and this training video is a copyrighted work of RecordX USA Inc.